Hello everybody and welcome back to another brand new episode of Taste Test right here on youtube.com/Seannosaurus Rex, where every Wednesday and Saturday you can watch me try the weird, the wonderful, and the limited edition. If that sounds like fun, you can subscribe and ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. You can leave me a comment down below of reasonable requests and you can let me know what it is, where to find it. You might see it on a future episode of Taste Test. Today we have an episode that's years in the making, no joke. Years in the making. It's Hard Mountain Dew. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to try the original. We're going to try the Baja Blast. This is an exciting episode for a couple of reasons. One, the Hard Mountain Dew's been out for years, and I finally get to try it. And two, it's a two-part special episode. I'm hoping that the next part is up next week, like a literal week from today, but who knows? I might not be able to find it, what have you. But it'll be out soon. We'll be trying 2 of the flavors today. We'll be trying the other 5 flavors in the next episode. Yeah, that's right. The numbers are weird because like Baja Blast is in both packs, which makes the number like in my head. I'm like, well, I'm trying one from one and one from the other, so it should be 6, but then it's 5, and then my brain goes all exploded. So yeah, it's exciting for those 2 reasons. The Mountain Dew. Hard Mountain Dew has had such a weird and slow rollout that I didn't even realize these were here. This was largely thanks to Alex and the Beeb. Alex found them, the Beeb paid for them, and I get to try them for you here on the internet. It originally launched in like 2021, maybe early 2022, something like that. Maybe it was announced, whatever. It was announced a couple of years ago, and it came out in a very small like market area, and I just didn't have an opportunity to give them a try, which is kind of weird because 2022 was the year that I did like the most traveling. I was in Texas, we were in California, we went through Oregon, over to Seattle a couple of times, and it just didn't expand all that quickly. I kind of given up hope that we were going to get it in like a reasonable time. And so I wasn't even paying attention to it. It was like kind of like a novelty thing that like if I just happened to accidentally end up in the state of Iowa, I would give it a whirl. I don't know why I would be there, but who knows? Maybe I want a trip. I don't know. So I'd kind of given up, and then I got a. Well, the bee was telling me, she's like, hey, I got you a really cool surprise. I'm really excited for you to see it tomorrow. And then I got there and they're like, hey, we brought you the surprise. And they hand me these 2 giant cans of Mountain Dew, Hard Mountain Dew. And I'm like, let's get hard. I'm pumped. I'm ready. Woo! Woo, woo, woo. That was a big one. These cans are flipping huge, by the way. They're 24 ounces, like I mentioned earlier. They're 5% alcohol by volume. They do not have any sugar. That's the big concern. Some of these just don't taste quite right without the sugar. It needs that sweetness to it. But we'll see what we have today. Not much of a scent. I feel like Mountain Dew has a scent to it that should be more easily identifiable when you crack a can, but whatever. Okay, that one's not great. That one's not good. Is it? No, it's not good. My heart wants it to be good. My head is telling me no. This is bad. My tongue is telling me no. This is bad. It doesn't have that like lemon lime citrusness to it. It's missing like the core. It like missed the core concept. I didn't understand the core concept, Lana. Like, and we're here in this weird like alcohol but without flavor sort of thing. If you know anything about me and like the alcohol I drink, it usually has to be something that's super sugary, super sweet, super flavorful, and really mutes the alcohol flavor because I don't really like that flavor specifically. And this one doesn't have it. It should, and I think that because it's a 0 sugar, I think it struggles because there's that core flavor doesn't get to like come out and shine. Instead, it just gets to it's just muted. It feels like it's missing that piece. But we will try another sip. It's there. Okay. It's there a little bit. It's just not there as much as it should be. Okay. Okay. So we'll go ahead and we'll crack this one open. Woo! Sorry again. That's real loud on the audio. I apologize. Okay, there's a different scent. It still doesn't kick like the Baja Blast scent does, which fortunately or unsurprisingly, I have one right here. So we'll go and do this. Yeah, it's missing the scent. It's missing what it needs to be like oh dang, that's Baja Blaster, that's Mountain Dew. But I have a feeling it's there, but it just needs, you got to kick it up a notch. This one's better, but it's still not great. The flavor just isn't. The flavor's off, which is to be expected because it's mixed with something new. But the flavor with it being off and just a little too muted, it doesn't kick through like it should. And like I think that, again, it's the problem that we've had with Mountain Dew stuff in the past, where you're talking about the energy drinks, where they just can't quite get it right. The flavors are not consistent, and the base is bad, and then the flavor on top of it like kind of sucks. You have that here, where there's probably going to be one of these 7 flavors total that's like actually good, but there's too much crap in the way to get to that. Like if one of them's good, you still have to buy a full 12 pack to even get to the one good flavor. And that was the problem with the Mountain Dew Energies that they had, was there was one good flavor, and it was the berry one. It was the purple and green, and that was incredible. That one was terrific. The other flavors, and the flavors, especially the Baja Blast, tasted like aluminum. The base flavor stuck out too much. It was off. It was bad as a base, and then the other flavor layered on top of it. Again, with these, or with the Mountain Dew Energy as the Mountain Dew Rises, and now with these, are too muted, and the base flavor that isn't great stands out too much. You should be putting the Mountain Dew flavor as the focal point, as the absolute, like, pardon me. That's what I felt it. I felt it. The Mountain Dew flavor should be front and center, first and foremost. That is what I should be tasting. I shouldn't be getting this much of the alcohol. If it's like say 70-30, like that's, I think, about as low a split as you can go. 80-20, 90-10, like that's where you want this. I do think that the zero sugar is a problem. I just don't think it's sweet enough. I think that the Mountain Dew probably needs the sugar to match the typical flavor that it has. I'm a little confused as to why they keep pushing no sugar or zero sugar alcoholic beverages. I would wager a bet that the least harmful thing in alcohol or an alcoholic beverage is the sugar. I'm just going to throw that out there as kind of a blind guess. Feel pretty confident in that. Put sugar in it. It doesn't have to be the real sugar. Just take the base of the Mountain Dew, match it with a flavor profile of whatever alcohol you want, and put that out. This doesn't seem like it should be this hard, and it doesn't seem like it should be this big of a miss. I am bummed. I think on a surface level, it's a bummer because I wish the flavor profile stood out more. It sucks a little bit more because it's like, man, getting really amped for this, getting excited for this. Obviously, that's partially on me. I need to check my expectations at the door, settle it down, whatever. I had a warning from my brother that was like, prepare to be disappointed. Lower the expectations, get excited for the novelty of it, but don't expect it to be life-changing. The weird thing is that the Monster Energy alcohols are actually really good, and I believe that they're no sugar as well, so it can be done. You can take an energy drink or a soda beverage or whatever, you can put it with an alcohol that makes sense and lets those flavors sing. I bought a 12-pack of it, took it to a friend's house, and looked at him and was like, these are good? And unfortunately, these aren't good. They're a bummer. They should be so much more fun. They should be so much better. And I feel like I'm reiterating a lot of things that I probably talked about with those energy drinks. Here's something new. Here's something different. Here's something that should be a lot better than it is. And it just misses the mark. The flavor profile is off, and that's fine. It doesn't have to be a 1-to-1 Baja Blast, but I should be able to taste that flavor a little bit more. It's muted, which makes the base come out too much, and the base isn't great. It's a bummer. It's a bummer. But it's okay. Because they're fun, and they're a novelty sort of thing, and that is perfectly fine. This is a thing that you, like, you're going to have like a pizza night with some friends and everybody chips in a couple dollars. Everybody tries them. They pick their favorites. I wouldn't say that this is one that you go out and like you buy by yourself. Like I'm going to go against my own advice and go buy them by myself and try them. But it's a good party trick. It's a good silly thing to bring with you. I just don't think anybody's going to be leaving with all that much excitement from it. I think a lot of people are going to be pretty disappointed with it. And I think that is kind of a bummer that is where that lands. But if you'd like to try them, they're finally available in the Pacific Northwest, which is where I am. And I look forward to bringing you an exciting part 2 to this lovely episode here. So scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. You can leave me comments down below and let me know what you'd like to see, where to find it, and you might see it on a future episode of Taste Test. You can subscribe right where this drink is sitting. You can watch more Taste Test right here. You can watch some baseball up there. You can have yourself a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, we end our videos by saying bon appetit.